There are thousands of different ways to stroke a putt and roll a ball into the hole. You can have a different grip, a different type of grip on your putter, different type of putter, different type of stroke, different type of swing. None of that's really important. They all work. But with any method that you choose, there are some important fundamentals to help you be consistent and stable and roll the ball well and make more putts. One of those is putting posture. So today we're going to give you 2 quick tips on how to be in the right posture for putting. It'll really help you make a lot more putts. Let's go. So I see a lot of people set up to the putt and they don't have their weight and their posture correct, and it's really hard to make a stable and consistent stroke if you don't have that set up right. The reason is because the longer stroke you get off balance, and you see people all the time, and I do too, who like their weight is off balance and they make a stroke and their body and hips. That's hard to keep the putter face square to the line. It's hard to roll the ball on the right line. It's also difficult to control speed and distance. What you have to remember is your shoulders are 3/4 rotating joints. And we want to position our setup and our posture in such a way that our shoulders are free to move the way that they're designed to move, so we're not fighting against them. So 2 simple keys to that. Key number 1 is when you set up over the putt, you want to bend from your hips, not up here from your waist, not from your shoulders. Bending from your shoulders, you don't get your eyes properly positioned over the ball. Bending from the waist, you get your weight too far forward on your toes and you're off balance. So bend from your hips, which are a little below, like below your navel button. And what that does, if you bend from your hips, is it automatically pushes your hips backwards where you have your buttocks over your heels. And if you notice looking down the line here, I don't have a whole lot of butt. That's because I worked it all off as a kid. But anyway, you get the concept. So your weight's a little further back on your heels. That's important. Bending from the waist and having that weight back. That way, when you're stroking a putt, and these greens are really slow, that's going to be a little bit short. But a longer stroke, a shorter stroke, doesn't matter. Your weight's balanced so that your shoulders are not bound and you can move freely. One of the ways to know if you're doing this right is if after you've stood in place and made several putts, you back up, your heels will make a bigger imprint. I don't know if you can see it on these greens or not, but your heels will leave a bigger impression. This green is really hard, so you probably can't. But if I'm set up properly and I stand here and practice 3 or 4 or 5 putts, you know, just drag and rake, which I hate to do, but sometimes it's okay. It'll show like a little bit bigger impression on my heel than my toe. Yeah. Then I know my weight's balanced right. I'll show you on a short stroke, doesn't change. On a longer stroke, doesn't change. In fact, let's go at that hole again with the longer one. Oh, finally I thought it lipped out and then went in. Miracle. If you try this, it's really simple, but just get yourself in the habit of when you set up, make sure that you bend from your hips, put your hips back where your buttocks are over your heels, your weight is balanced there. You'll find you're a lot more stable. You'll have a much more consistent stroke for both line and speed, and that will help you make a lot more putts. So try this, put your comments down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then check out these 2 videos on the screen now. They'll help you make more putts as well.